Nevi Letcher's Mind Your Own Business, Ultimate Business Handbook, perfect for aspiring entrepreneurs and business owners, is the book that we are reviewing this morning. Now, in this book, Nevi shares her first-hand experiences and insights into how she manages to continue to run a successful business amid all the chaos of being an entrepreneur. Well, she joins us this morning to take us through the 12 lessons that helped her to implement strategies that saw her business grow further. A very good morning to you, Nevi. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning, Simpiwe. Lovely to be here.
It's an absolute pleasure having you join us this morning, Nevi. First of all, what made you write this book and share some of the ins and outs of starting and running a successful business?
Thank you, Simpiwe. The COVID-19 lockdown brought with it unanticipated twists and turns. We went from working 6 to 7 days a week to a complete halt. And you can imagine how that must make someone like me feel that never has a dull moment to do anything. So, I'm generally occupied with some sort of project. And during the second month of lockdown, I realized that this wasn't a 3-week holiday. It was actually this uncertainty that hung over us made me aware that I had the time to do something that I always had a fascination with. And I dreamt of writing a book for quite a long time ago. I embarked on a writing mentorship, and this unplanned available time was directed into authoring a business book. I started to write about the secrets that I unlocked and those that business school did not teach me in the form of these 12 lessons.
Now, take us through your own personal journey of how you started your business and how this journey was like.
I spent more than 20 years in the corporate space, and I love that part of my journey. 13 of those years were spent in the pharmaceutical industry, which has taught me more than I could ever imagine possible. I loved what I did. I just wanted to do it on my own terms and from the other side of the fence. And I resigned at a peak in my career. Nothing better than leaving on a high, right? I started really confident with my corporate experience, a business degree under my belt, really empowered. That was kind of short-lived and vanquished soon after I started feeling a lot of fumbling, discomfort, and doubt. But I really was determined to succeed. My goal was set in stone, and I resolved to do everything humanly possible to get it done. I started becoming vigilant about these lessons and understanding them, those lessons that I wrote in the book, getting your hands dirty in the trenches, delayed gratification, service excellence, understanding personalities. In a short few months, the wheels started turning, and I started to realize the impact and the depth of what we were creating. By year 2, we had secured some of the largest contracts in our arena, and even though we were technically fledglings and in our infancy.
Wow. And this book contains 12 lessons for building a sustainable business. Now, do unpack for us the most crucial ones that entrepreneurs, especially those starting out, must know.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Simpiwe, because all these lessons are essentially really, really important. But if I had to single out a few for those that are starting out, I would say possibly lesson 1, 3, and 7. Those would be essential. Let's go through them quickly so you get a gist of what I'm talking about. So Lesson 1 refers to rewards based on action, not intention. And this lesson really covers how the best intentions of delivering, executing, accomplishing, and achieving without action is actually meaningless. I include some ways on how to challenge yourself to be disciplined to get into action. And I highlight the most common ways that you may lose sight of these goals along the way, like we normally do, and how you can use that insight to change some strategies and for a better outcome for the next business season. Lesson 3 is really about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. None of us are born with confidence, Simpiwe. Self-confidence plays a really important factor in entrepreneurship. It took a certain degree of vulnerability to attempt something big without me actually knowing the outcome. I didn't know the end game, the end of the game and what I would achieve, but I did have the confidence to push past that fear and take that proverbial plunge. This lesson details ideas, on how you can sharpen and nurture your confidence. Lesson 7 examines how service excellence begins with cultivating the right attitude. Today, most successful businesses share one common theme: world-class service excellence. No matter how you look at it, from whatever angle, an organization is only as successful as its clients. And although success comes in different forms, I wasn't just lucky to stumble across excellence in business. It resulted from commitment and determination to be better than just good. I really believe that whether you're deeply invested in your business or you're someone that's just starting out, each day you make choices. And this lesson highlights how those choices can help you shape the business person you want to be.
Nevi, I'm actually glad that you raised the issue of success, because so many aspiring entrepreneurs and those who just started out, they are attracted by the prospect of success and they turn a blind eye to what goes into, becoming that success story. Now, what would you say then are some of the business killing mistakes that entrepreneurs are not aware that they're actually doing?
Yeah, Simpiwe, I think you raise a really pertinent question. I think definitely in the current landscape in South Africa and definitely globally as well. Okay. One of the things that stands out for me is benchmarking and comparing yourself with your competition. I have a phrase, people that work with me will know this. I always say, stay in your own lane. It's something that will save you a lot of trouble. The other one is, don't try to run your business by yourself when you start out. A mistake that entrepreneurs make is thinking that they're alone and they try to operate independently. I've learned to surround myself with wise counsel. A successful startup is not built by one person. It's virtually impossible. I surrounded myself with subject matter experts and mentors that I could learn from and lean on. Another one would be, don't be afraid of failure. Instead, learn from your mistakes and pivot that business model as you need. I tested new ideas all over the place and I acquired feedback and I tweaked our product and our services to better meet our customer needs. The last one that I'd like to talk about is probably, don't give yourself the wrong salary. Okay. Sometimes entrepreneurs start out feeling bulletproof and a bit bullish. I made my first a couple of thousand rand and, here we go. Paying yourself too much is a mistake. It's often easier to determine the salary of a new hire than that of an owner or a manager. I recall not paying myself anywhere close to a decent salary in the first 9 months of starting out. One should probably consider paying themselves a percentage of revenue and kind of practice a healthy foundation for this kind of expectation.
Okay, got you there, Nevi. Now, you also mentioned, surrounding yourself with mentors, and I guess it ties in well with the importance of investing in one's own personal development when embarking on this entrepreneurial journey, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. You couldn't have said it and encompassed it better for us. This is undoubtedly, it really has to be on the top of your priority list. Yes. As Jack Welch said, before you're a leader, success is all about growing yourself. Yes. And investing in my own personal development and growth was a massive benefit in here. Investing time in my personal development was not some woo-woo goal. It was a legitimate growth that I could enjoy. That feeling I got when I reflected after a week, a month, even a year, that's the kind of stuff that money can't buy. No one could give to me. I had to earn it. And that's why it's so valuable. Investing in myself was also a great way to build my self-confidence, my self-worth, acquire knowledge. It was during those initial phases of investing in my personal development that I really became connected with what I saw as my, values, both personal and professional. I cover a lot of this in lesson 9 in the book.
Now, Nevi, for those wanting to indulge and immerse themselves in your entrepreneurial wisdom, where can they get a copy of this book?
Okay, thanks for that. So our website is www.neviletcher.com. Just to mention a few of the places: exclusive books, Amazon, a lot of the good bookshops, and alternatively, one can buy this directly from our website. Those are just some of the options to access Mind Your Own Business.
All right. Great chatting to you, Nevi. We do appreciate your time.
Thanks, Simpiwe. Lovely to be here.
And all the best in your business. And joining us there is author Nevi Letcher, and we've been talking to her about a book titled Mind Your Own Business, Ultimate Business Handbook, perfect for aspiring entrepreneurs and business owners.